I'm going to be showing you how you can create your first Amazon warehousing and distribution shipment. So you go to the menu section here and you click on inventory, then you click on warehousing and distribution AWD. Once you click on it, it's going to take you to this page. So on this page, you scroll down and you click on the create shipment button. Once you click on it, it's going to take you to this section right here. So in this section, you put all the information necessary to creating this shipment. Firstly, you start by choosing the ship from address. So the ship from address is basically where your inventory is located. And this is where your items are being picked up and sent to the Amazon warehouses. This could be your home address, or if you have a storage, you could put that address as well, or you could put the address of your supplier. The address could be located in the US or outside the US. So for example, if your supplier's address is in China, you put their address in China. You put it in this section and you click on save. Next, you scroll down for your product's information. You choose which products you want to send to Amazon. You can choose one product, you can choose it with all its variants, you can choose multiple products as well. You basically choose for how many products you want to create a shipment for in one shipment. So for me, I'm just going to choose this one product with one variant to create a shipment for. So firstly, we create a shipping template. So you click on this section, then you click on create new template. So first you give this template a name. I'm going to call it AWD shipment. A template is basically a box, and you have to put all the required information for this box. First, they ask us for how many units are going to be inside of it. For me, I'm going to put 36 units inside this box. Next, they ask us for the box dimensions. Now remember, each side cannot exceed 25 inches. My side inches are going to be 22 by 22 by 11. Next, they're going to ask us for the weight of this box. Also remember, this box cannot exceed 50 pounds. So make sure your box is less than 50 pounds. My box is going to be 46 pounds. Next, they're going to ask us for who's going to prepare your units. Preparing the units is basically who's going to put the labels at each individual item. And this is usually done by the seller. And it's recommended for it to be done by the seller, because if you let Amazon do it, they're going to charge you a lot of money. So you can do the labeling of the units yourself. Or if you want, you can ask your supplier to do this. Even if they ask you for a fee, it would be smaller than Amazon doing this preparation. So we're going to keep it how it is, and we're going to click save. And we go over here and we choose the template that we just made. Next, they're going to ask us for how many boxes we want to send. So for our boxes, we're putting 36 units per one box. And the total units that I want to send is 360 units. So I'm going to be sending a total of 10 boxes. And I'm going to click on ready to send. Now if we scroll down, we go to this section where it's print all SKUs label, and we click on it. And in this section, it gives you the labeling that you need to have on each individual units. Now this is the usual printing format information. If you have a different format that you want these labels to be printed, you can adjust it. So I'm going to click on the print all button. Then it's going to download a PDF, and we click on it, and it's going to take us to this section right here. So over here we have all the labels for all the units we want to send. We have approximately 12 pages of shipping labels, with each page having 30 labels. So what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to download these pages in a specific kind of sheet of paper that you can have the labels peeled off and placed on the units. So we put these papers on the printer, and we download all the sheets of paper, and then we remove each label and put it in each unit. Now, as I mentioned before, you can let your supplier do that. But for example, if you're sending multiple units, you have to make sure that each label is on the correct unit. And mistakes in labeling sometimes happen. Now we go back to this section and we continue. So click confirm and continue. Next, they're going to ask us for a shipping date. I'm going to put August the 15th as my shipping date. Next, they're going to ask us for the shipping method. So usually there are 3 shipping methods. There's a small parcel delivery method, there's a less than and full truckload method, and there's a third method that's coming from outside of the US, and it would be Amazon Global Logistics. Now since I'm shipping from inside the US, I have only these 2 options. Now usually creating a shipment for Amazon warehousing and distribution is going to be a big shipment, because Amazon warehousing and distribution is mainly used to store products for the long-term goal. And this inventory would be the stock that you want to replenish your Amazon fulfillment centers. So it makes sense to have a lot of inventory in Amazon warehouses and distribution, because it doesn't make sense to use Amazon warehouses and distribution if you don't have a lot of inventory. You might as well send them to fulfillment centers. But if you're planning a bulk shipment and you want a cost-efficient solution, Amazon warehouses and distribution is the one that makes sense to you. So a situation where a small parcel delivery method is used for Amazon warehousing and distribution shipment is very unlikely and doesn't make sense. So most of the time, if you're sending from inside the US, it would be the less than and full truckload method. And as I mentioned, outside of the US, would be using Amazon Global Logistics. So we're going to keep it how it is, and we're going to scroll down. So they already give us an estimated price for the shipment, which is a good thing because now we have a price in mind. Then we're going to scroll down to this section, and in this section is telling us it's going to be in one shipment. So all the units would be picked up and be sent to this one warehouse. And it's going to ask us for the estimate of the total weight and how many pallets it needs, as well as the total volume. And this is important for you to calculate how much you're gonna pay Amazon warehouses and distribution. You can also click view contents, and you just make sure that everything is correct. And then you're gonna click on confirm shipping destinations. And then it's gonna take us to this section right here. And in this section, it's gonna ask us about the box labels and also the labels for the pallet. Now, since this is a less than and a full truckload method, this means that Amazon's partner carrier would come to your house and pick up your shipment, but they need to be placed on a pallet. And it could be multiple pallets, but in our situation, it's gonna be just one pallet. Now, the pallet itself, it needs to be in a good condition and it needs to have the right labels all around it. So next we're going to scroll down and then we're going to confirm the shipment. They're going to give us a shipping label as well, and we can click on it. And it's going to take us to another PDF, which is right here. So in this PDF, it has 12 pages, and each page is the box label. So basically you print these pages and you put each label on each box. And this label is for Amazon warehousing and distribution centers. They'd be able to identify this box by the shipping label. And in this PDF, it has a total of 10 pages, with each page having one box label. So make sure you print all the 10 labels and put them on your 10 boxes. So next we're going to continue and we're going to confirm and go to the next section. Now in this section, we're going to confirm the carrier. Now there are two ways for you to choose carriers. You can choose the Amazon partner carrier, or if you have a carrier on your own to do this entire process, you can choose that as well. Now usually Amazon partner carriers are the best way to sending to Amazon because they know the exact policy and the exact requirements. And they usually are the cheapest because they have an agreement between them and Amazon. So unless you find a very good deal with a non-Amazon partner carrier, I would recommend going with the Amazon partner carrier. So we're going to click on this tab. So we're going to scroll down to this section and we're going to put in all the required information. So we can make sure to confirm all the required information in terms of the shipping content and the boxes and even the contact information. And it's going to ask us for the pallet information. It's going to ask us for the pallet weight and the pallet height. Now you can estimate the pallet weight by adding the value of the boxes that you have put in together. So for example, my box is 44 pounds. I'm sending 10 boxes. This means the total weight of the boxes would be 440 pounds. And then we can add 20 pounds for the pallet weight, and that would be around 460 pounds. So this weight that we have right here is correct. And you can estimate the height of the pallet because you know the height of each box. So if you know how you're going to place them on the pallet, if you're going to stack them on top of each other, you see how many rows of boxes there are going to be. So if there are 3 rows, you multiply the height times 3. But in my situation, I'm going to have 2 rows of boxes. And the height of one box is 22 inches. So if we multiply it by 2, it's going to be 44 inches. But we are also considering the height of the pallet. And the pallet height is around 4 inches. We're going to adjust this height by adding 4 inches. And it's going to be 48 inches. So next, we're going to confirm this information. We're going to confirm the shipping date as well, which is August the 15th. Now that we confirmed the date, we can confirm this information by clicking confirm carrier and pallet information. So now it's going to take us to the last and final section, which is confirming the pallet labels. So first we're going to confirm the information once again and make sure everything is correct. Then we're going to click on the print labels button. And once we open the PDF, we're going to find 4 shipping labels. And these labels are for the pallet. So the way that you do that is when you put all the boxes together on the pallet and you wrap them all around, you put these 4 labels around the 4 sides of the pallet. Make sure they are placed in a good position and they're clear and easy and accessible for when they are checked in the Amazon warehouses and distribution center. So this is basically all the required information done. We put in all the units that we want to send and we organize them in boxes with the correct weight and correct dimensions, and we have each label for each box as well as each label for each unit, and then putting them all together on this one pallet and wrapping it and having the labels for the pallet. And this is how your shipment would be ready. The Amazon partner carrier would come to your location and pick up this pallet. Now make sure it's easy for them to pick up the pallet. And if a forklift is required, call them just to make sure that they come with a forklift. Now the other way to do this entire process is through Amazon Global Logistics. And I'll be showing you a video from the time I'll be sending inventory from China. We can also view the tracking detail for the shipment. We're going to see all the information again, and we can see the shipping status, starting with the shipping events. So we're currently in the created shipment status because we just finished creating the shipment, and there's also the BOL section. And in this section, some partner carriers ask you for a BOL. And this is basically a piece of paper that you hand to the partner carrier when they come to pick up the shipment. And this is for them just to confirm that they are picking up the correct shipment. So make sure you download the BOL once it's generated. And the next status would be the picked up status when they pick up your shipment. Then it would be in transit, then delivered, then receiving, then finally the shipment is closed when it's done. Going from the picked up status to the in transit to the delivered would be on the partner carrier. But going from the delivered status to the receiving status to the shipping close is on the Amazon warehouse. But still, you have to be on track and monitor the shipping status, because if anything goes wrong, you have to be alert and talk to Amazon about it. So now you have an idea on how you can create your first Amazon warehousing and distribution shipment. Make sure you download all the labels and you prepare your units correctly. Once your shipment is completed, you know exactly what to expect for the next time you create a shipment. I hope you found value in this video. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you're interested in a consultation, please check the link below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.